Alright, this is the reflection on my project we did for Peace Studies class. I'm going to start off with the best things in the project. That's the first question. Probably the best thing overall was just the team. It was me, Josh, Travis, and Stefan. And originally I didn't plan on being part of their team, and I was looking at working with John Walker, but that didn't work out, so I talked to Josh and Travis and Stefan, and they said it'd be alright if I went ahead and joined up with them. And it really worked out well because they were not set into what they were doing at that point in time. So me jumping in, I wasn't jumping into a pot full of their ideas. There was still plenty of space for me to be a part of that group as far as being a contributing member right off the bat and throughout the entire project. So I was never cut off from being able to do or say anything as far as contribute, because I came in early enough that wasn't a problem. And when I did come into their already formed group, I was fully integrated into what was going on already. They gave me access to all the work they had done, and they asked me for ideas, and we just started working together like we had done that from the beginning. So that was awesome. I felt privileged to be able to jump back and forth from different groups and still be able to come out alright. Another one of the things I really liked about our group was the meetings. This is the first time I've worked with a all-male group, and it's definitely different from when you, especially when you have more than one girl in a group too. A lot of times the girls kind of take over, and they get on your back a lot about doing stuff. Not that they shouldn't, sometimes we're lazy, but we just didn't have that, not necessarily nagging, but that the girl of the group that, would normally, be on top of you and this, yada, 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 yada. But we didn't have that, so it was just kind of a different experience when, everybody has the same kind of attitude towards things. And it just it worked really well. It took a minute for us to get the ball rolling, but once we did, it turned out to be an awesome thing. Meetings together were good. A lot of times we would meet up in the skywalk, or there's a conference room up there also, and very round table, very just sitting around and talking about what we need to do, what we have done, stuff like that. Altogether, it was really cool that it was just such a collaborative thing, between all four of us, along with the people we worked with at the Burmese Advocacy Center. Really an opportunity, and it also opened the door for several other opportunities too. We just made the video about Burma and those people for this class, but the people that we worked with through the Advocacy Center want us to make another video and talk about the Advocacy Center itself, and that they would help us make it into an internship or some sort of applicable credit that we can use at IPFW, which would be really cool as a resume builder and just something we've done. This project itself was really cool in that, we weren't handed a project, we were handed an idea, and then we took that idea and turned it into a project that we could do. Which is really awesome because, like I said, when groups have different group dynamics, different things come out. As you saw, our project was a video. We had presentations for other people in class. We had websites for other people, and like the project said, the only thing is we really had to just tie it back to MVC, and that gave us anything. I think I've said this before, but it really, really, really reminded me of my Eagle project, and I thought that was a great experience when I did it back when I was younger, and then to do it again as I'm older, I can look back and see how much I've changed, see how much, planning or development of something of this caliber has changed. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the second question. From start to finish, what are areas of improvement, if I had to do it all over again, and why, and how the outcome might change for everybody involved. First of all, time. I'm sure it's a really popular answer for this question, and it's not necessarily due to procrastination. It's just this was a huge project for us, and as you saw, we originally planned on maybe 30 minutes of film. We got into it and started working, and then it ended up, we might have 5 minutes of film, if that, and then it bumped to 10 minutes, and then we ended up with 45. So in the end, we had to scope where our project was going to go, but I really think we hit a pretty good length as far as the video went. I just wish we would have had more time just to develop it more as a project. But as far as we did get, it was great. Just another downside that might have come out differently is just, I did this service learning project and another one, and in both of my classes, each one of these, I felt like easily took up enough work for an entire class. Maybe not, a 300 or 400 level class that we were in, but I put more work into this than to several 100 level classes that I've taken. This was harder and required a lot more involvement. And not necessarily that it should take up a 3 credit hour class, but maybe your sciences, you have your lab. I felt like this, rather than being a part of class, could definitely be like a lab credit for a non-science class, and it would work out very well. But that's just me talking. Another thing that I wish that would have been different is that all of us in the group even just would have known more about Burma going into the project. And we did learn a lot, but even walking into some of the interviews, we'd only scraped that top level of common knowledge of Burmese anything. So going in, we didn't look stupid, but it was probably apparent that we weren't experts on Burma, which, I mean, I guess understandable, so you take with that what you can. But if we had known more or been more prepared within the interviews, it might have not been so much as an interview as more of a discussion, and I think a discussion would always provide better content than just, a straight interview, because, I mean, yes, it's great to hear, this person's dialogue, but if you don't know what you're talking about, you can't really play devil's advocate or, just get this person to expand, because you don't know what to ask them, because you don't know what to ask. So, I mean, yeah, and as far as that would change the total outcome of the project, it would, I think it would set a different tone for the video if everything was a little more discussion based, in that it just might hold interest a little better to someone who just kind of stumbled upon it, or someone who was genuinely interested in the Burmese situation. So right now our video might only apply to that, that people who specifically going out there and looking to find out about Burma, but I think, if we went back, we could definitely even now with the knowledge we have gathered,